Good afternoon, distinguished guests, graduates, family and friends. Welcome to Bond University's graduation. Please take time to note the nearest fire exit to you. They are located in each corner of the theatre. In the unlikely event of an emergency, please follow directions of university staff. As today is a very special occasion for each of the graduates, please turn your devices to silent and remain in your allocated seats for the duration of the ceremony. A live stream of this ceremony is also available from the Bond University graduation website and YouTube channel. Graduates, I will now take you through the ceremony protocols for the presentation of awards. So when directed by staff, please proceed in your order of seating and line up along the stairs to my right. When your name is read out by the Executive Dean, proceed to this table to receive your testama, and then proceed to the far side of the stage and stand on the white mark to have your photo taken with the presiding officer. After your photo has been taken, please proceed up the middle aisle to my left, across the rear of the theatre, and follow directions of university staff to return to your same seat. The formal proceedings will commence shortly, but first please enjoy a short presentation celebrating 30 years of Bond University.
Today, as of this moment, vision has become reality. The way is now ahead. From sandstone and a strong, unwavering vision, an institution was built to offer a student experience without peer. A university created to redefine the landscape, setting new heights for global education. In our first 30 years, almost 30,000 alumni have passed through our doors.
All our graduates to extent. Be successful, have great careers, and never forget Bond University.
With an unbreakable bond to the international networks and experiences that position them for success. Together, we have built a legacy. A legacy that continues to evolve today.
Bond University will take its place among the great universities.
As we strive for and reach new horizons in personalized learning, we continue to deliver a truly remarkable global student experience.
To my fellow graduates, thank you for your friendship. Please cherish the memories and friends, but continue making new ones. Goodbye and good luck.
Since 1989, Bond University has forged the way in law, business, society and design, health sciences and medicine, and sport. Led by great minds.
Bond University will become a magnificent jewel in the crown of Australian tertiary education.
With an even greater vision for the next 30 years and beyond. It's because of those who came before us that our future is limitless.
Graduates, will you please stand for the academic procession?
Graduates, you may be seated. Acting Chancellor, graduates, family and friends, university colleagues, welcome to the celebration of the graduation of bondees from 193 and 201, or in non-bond English, Semester 3, 2019 and Semester 1, 2020. Firstly, I'd like you to join with me in thanking our Piper, Bond alumnus, Pipe Sergeant Dick Tompkins. The COVID-19 pandemic has affected and interrupted every aspect of our lives, including the celebration of the achievements of our graduates. Here at the university, we acknowledge that graduation is a liminal event in the life of a student, and as a result, we are delighted that we are able to offer each graduate that is able to attend, and their family and friends, the opportunity to participate in this ceremony that publicly marks the significant milestone of graduation. Moreover, the COVID rules are changing daily, and our COVID-related horizon inexorably draws in. We at the university are pleased to see that so many of you are able to be present today. In order that there was no delay in post-bond employment or further study, each eligible graduand graduated in absentia on either the 12th of February or the 11th of June, and have already received their degree and associated papers. Each graduate here today will be presented to the Acting Chancellor and have their photograph taken with him. Ladies and gentlemen, the room in which we are gathered is the university's largest lecture theatre. It was named the Basil Sellers Theatre in honour of and recognition of Basil Sellers AM, a major philanthropist who has a successful business career as well as being an accomplished sportsman. Dr. Sellers is a significant benefactor of many organisations, both in Australia and abroad. It is now my honour to introduce the Acting Chancellor for the ceremony, member of the University Council, Chairman of the Audit and Risk Management Committee, and Chairman of the Bond Business School Advisory Board, Mr. Victor Hugentink.
Welcome everybody. What a wonderful day. The sun is shining, no new COVID announcements today, and most importantly, a great day to celebrate a graduation. Graduations are always very special events for the graduates, their partners, their family, friends, and for all of those who have supported them over the years during their studies here at Bond. I'm delighted that you're able to join us here at Bond today and honour each of the graduates on this wonderful occasion. On behalf of the university community, I acknowledge the people of the Yukambee language on whose ancestral lands our university now stands. I pay my respects to their leaders, past, present and emerging, and I do so in a spirit of reconciliation. It is trite to say, but true, we are living in interesting times. I'm immensely proud of the Vice-Chancellor and the staff of the university who have been determined to hold these graduation ceremonies and honour our recent graduates in a formal and public manner. My own experience of many universities as a student of Harvard graduate and as a member of the University Council has confirmed my belief in the positive benefits of a good education. Universities are special places and we should do everything we can to protect them and to help them to prosper. Like many good universities, Bond offers a set of excellent academic programs where students learn contemporary language and master various skills. The university is also full of outstanding academic staff who undertake groundbreaking research and disseminate their latest findings to the students. However, there is something else special about Bond. I've come to appreciate the essential and unique qualities that make this place so deservedly special in the hearts and minds of our students. It is more than the beautiful physical surroundings, the striking built environment and the gardens, more than the stunning collection of Indigenous art on display all across the university. During my time here, I have noticed the sheer joy on the faces of the students which one does not observe elsewhere. Bond's student-centred mission, its intimacy induced by its determination not to grow too large, to its diversity of people and its sense of self-destiny are all critical ingredients that make up the unique character of Bond. These are the unique elements that are embedded in the DNA of Bond, the superb student experience that is offered, and the inviolate rule that the interests of the students are paramount. To the proud parents, other family members, and friends of the graduates, I share your sense of joy. I know exactly how you feel, as my son is a proud Bond graduate. My wife, Carol Barnes, and I sat here in the audience and celebrated that success of our son and acknowledged the huge difference that Bond made in his life. In fact, speaking of my wife, she currently has what we call at home a PhD, project half done. We hope that in time she'll convert this into an actual PhD and allow our family to once again sit with you in the audience and rejoice as you are today. You are now members of the Bond Alumni Network of almost 30,000 alumni spread across 140 countries around the world. You are always welcome to return to campus, and our new Alumni Center provides a focal point for you to meet the staff and fellow Bondies or work remotely while visiting the Gold Coast and the university. We are always looking for opportunities to involve alumni in the life of the university through mentoring, graduate opportunities, guest presentations. Many alumni like to give back to the university during the various phases of their careers and life. Following the ceremony today, please visit the Alumni Centre on your way to Don's Tavern, and to receive a graduation gift from the merchandise store and grab a quick photo in the Alumni Centre. You each have a copy of the program where you can follow the list of graduates. I trust that you enjoy the ceremony, respect and acknowledge each and every one of our graduates, and take away your special moment. I now look forward to the presentation of each individual graduate, and I now ask the Executive Dean of the Bond Business School to present the graduates.
Before I formally present the graduates, I would like to remind you of the procedure that we will follow today, compliant with COVID-safe protocols. Graduates, much as you would like to shake the hand of the Acting Chancellor, please remember, do not do so today. Members of the audience should remain in your seats during the ceremony at all times. Acting Chancellor, I present graduates from the Bond Business School and Bond University College. Kaylise Brandy Moore. Andrew Ryan. Natasha Dimitra Stavrakoulis. Flynn Barry Berry. Keiichiro Honda. Charles Rex Horsley. Ye Shiram Huang. Samantha Emily Johnson. Anish Dharmesh Kusal. Benjeet Singh Kuna. Douglas Lee. Alan Luen Tu Lu. Dylan Tosh McDonald. Jasmine Nguyen. Cooper Lachlan Nichols. Charlotte Rose Reed. and India Saha. Megan Rose Thompson. Ian Wen Sien Yap. Bocheng Yin. Marina Soti Angeloglu. Stephanie Veronica Ballantyne. Ryan Jason Carroll. Isabella Sophie Charanduk. Ella Eden Cohen. Amy Elizabeth Harris. Angus Fraser Persons McHugh. Marita Miller. Mitchell Olarenshaw. Jessie Elizabeth Rankin. Ta Jen Su. Ruby Cox Yates. Hannah Jessie Booth. Kai Donnelly. Daniel James Flynn. Rory Hain. Mark William Lyons. Charles Anthony Spence Marshall. Jack Edward MacDonald. Lachlan Francis Rehberger. Lewis Glenn Solomon. Luke Robert Tocco. Liam Neil Upfield. James Cameron Van Howard. John Van Rod Elia. Tully Alexandra Briggs. Ethan Langley Hunt. Jesse James Russell. Rachel Leilani Tilley. Nicolo Agliata. Sin Mei Wang. Jai Min Un. Krisana Yua Sun Torn Watana. Zaifan Chen. Christy Lahane Rigby. Clarice Isabel Marie Lafleur. Wei Lin Soy. Madeleine Margaret Johnson. Mark Kassab. Anita Sardalish. Matthew Winkler. Talia Daliot Prater. Brooke Roby. Bridget Claire McElroy. Acting Chancellor Isaac Tongton has been selected to give the valedictory address on behalf of the graduating cohort this afternoon. He is graduating with the degree of Actuarial Science. He is also the recipient of the 2019 Stephen Johnson Memorial Medal. Isaac was named on the Vice-Chancellor's list for academic excellence in each semester of his program. He was awarded the Queensland Treasury Prize for Actuarial Science for the best first-year Actuarial Science student in 2018. He was also awarded the RACQ Data Analysis Prize for Best Student in Stochastic Modelling, Actuarial and Financial Models and Data Science. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Isaac Tonkin.
Good afternoon, Acting Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Executive Dean, faculty, family, friends, and fellow graduates. Today, my task is twofold. Firstly, to offer thanks to those who have made it possible for us to reach this milestone, and secondly, to reflect a little on our time as students here at Bond. But before I begin, I would like to thank Bond University for making this graduation ceremony possible, despite the many difficulties associated with holding such an event at this time. I also wish to acknowledge the many graduates and family members who have been unable to make it here today due to travel restrictions. Firstly, to our esteemed faculty, thank you. Thank you for your excellence in teaching and your skill in communicating what have often been complex and abstract concepts. We thank you for your dedication, humour, passion, patience, and for your open door policy, a policy that many of my fellow graduates and I have greatly appreciated. And to the staff behind the scenes who make this university run so smoothly on a day-to-day basis, we are most grateful. To our families who, despite sometimes having no idea what we were actually studying, encouraged and supported us every step of the way. We cannot thank you enough. To my fellow graduates, thank you for your camaraderie and collegiality. The academic gowns worn today signify a job well done. To graduate is what we've all worked so hard towards and looked forward to. But it is tinged with sadness as we go our separate ways. Yet we take with us enduring memories of the friendships made with people from all parts of the globe. And we reflect on the amazing opportunities that the Bond Business School has provided us with. Opportunities to learn in state-of-the-art facilities such as the financial trading rooms, the Big Data Center, the Commercialization Center, and the Transformer Space. The opportunity to listen to guest speakers, eminent figures from leading business enterprises and government, from the owner of Hungry Jack's to the CEO of a Queensland rocket company, which is developing low-cost space launch vehicles. The opportunity to take up internships and work placements in locations and businesses that are too numerous to mention. The opportunity to join clubs and associations that catered for just about every hobby and interest. And now, finally, the opportunity to move into the world of work armed with a qualification that is so highly valued, both here and abroad. Thank you.
Thank you, Isaac, for those inspiring words, and congratulations on the outstanding manner in which you delivered them, and thank you from the Bond Business School for all your contributions while you've been here. I'm sure your fellow graduates are proud to have a valedictorian such as you. Just to shed a little further light on Isaac's achievement, his GPA was an almost perfect 3.917 out of a possible 4. Which means, he's not perfect, didn't quite get there in one course, but everything else was absolutely perfect, and he only just missed out in that. He had an average mark of 89 across all his subjects, and that's a really outstanding achievement. And this is in a program which is justly regarded as one of the most difficult in the university. So, well done, Isaac. Not content to stop studying and say goodbye to the Bond Business School just yet, we're delighted that Isaac has decided to stay on and start a PhD. This will extend the research he is currently doing with Gnome Services Burleigh around the application of artificial intelligence techniques to predict the probability of tunnel collapse in coal mines. This is cutting-edge and industry-relevant research. Congratulations, Isaac, on your outstanding achievements and valedictory speech. I thank all our students and audience, including those live streaming, for being here today. Our usual graduation ceremony plans were thwarted by coronavirus, and your degrees were actually conferred some time ago. But we are really pleased that a window has opened up at last when at least some of us are able to celebrate your outstanding achievements in person. I particularly thank all of the supporters of our graduates. Behind every successful student, there are many people providing the nurturing environment to help the student succeed. Thank you, everyone in the audience. Today we celebrate graduates from the last semester in 2019 and the first semester in 2020. In any measure, this has been a tumultuous time to graduate. The first half of 2020 has been like no half year in living memory. Workplaces and education were severely disrupted, and this has fallen squarely on our graduates today. I am confident that the Bond Business School degrees that we celebrate today are excellent preparation for challenges in today's business world. The mission of the Bond Business School is to build tomorrow's business leaders one by one. The key attributes needed by business leaders are the focus of our curriculum and research, and are: firstly, the ability to assimilate and critically assess huge amounts of information. The world is awash in information. We sometimes call it big data. It comes from multi-channels, and from that agglomeration of information, we need to make evidence-based decisions. You need to be able to sort the wheat from the chaff and make a call, when oftentimes there's a lot more chaff than there is wheat. For example, on Facebook or Twitter. Just considering the example of coronavirus, there's some very good data out there about infection rates, duration of disease, morbidity, mortality from several countries. Equally, there's some poor data from other countries, not necessarily their fault, but it's there and we have to work out what to do it. And finally, there's just some unbelievable data from some other countries which says, for example, we don't have any coronavirus cases. There's conflicting data about masks. Do we wear it? Do we not? Does it make any difference? Is it chiefly a behaviour modification device? Those sorts of issues are really public issues of some importance. And vaccine, what we're all looking for going forward. Where is vaccine development going? Is it going to be a success? And that information is not going through the usual peer review processes because it just has to get out there quickly. We need to make a difference very quickly. So on the basis of confusing collections of data, some good data, some bad data, our leaders, both in business and in society, need to be able to make evidence-based decisions, and those decisions have enormous societal and economic consequences. So that's one thing that we need to do. Secondly, in business in particular, there's a paramount need to be entrepreneurial in thinking and decision-making, whether you're working in startups or large enterprises. Disruption these days is often quick and savage and needs to be anticipated and led by our business leaders. If you're too meek or slow to react in the modern business world, that will inevitably lead to decline. And thirdly, business leaders answer to many masters these days. You need to have excellent skills in governance, accountability, and purpose. We've seen the pitfalls of bad governance very recently in Australia. We all went through the Royal Commission in banking, and several banks' dirty linen was aired very publicly. Leaders need to realise that not only shareholders will hold them accountable these days. They will be judged by stakeholders on a myriad of criteria, such as sustainability, climate credentials, ethics, and so on. And finally, if that wasn't enough, businesses are increasingly expected to have a purpose, and that was enunciated by Salesforce CEO Mark Benioff as, companies can do more than just make money. They can serve others. The business of business is improving the state of the world. So our business leaders, thirdly, need to be able to satisfy those multiple claims on their leadership. Well, the focus of the Bond Business School is unwaveringly on these three key attributes of being a business leader. Consequently, our graduates here today are uniquely placed to proceed. So, graduates, take a deep breath, steel your nerves, and go out with confidence to meet the business world. You have the edge. I congratulate you all once again and urge you to keep in contact with us and your fellow alumni. There are so many ways to communicate today, but in person is special. So please drop into the business school and say hello when you have the opportunity. You will be welcome, always. Finally, it's our custom at graduation to ask the graduates to accept the charge. Now, normally we have a very crowded sports hall, and it's easy when the graduates answer to make a lot of noise, and it's very convincing. We're in a sparsely populated room, not so many graduates today, not everyone could get here. So remember, when I ask you to respond, fill the room with your enthusiasm and make the people who are listening to the live streaming see how happy you are to be graduates today. So, graduates, can you please stand? I charge you as graduates of Bond University to demonstrate at all times the highest moral and ethical standards, to apply your learnings and education to the benefit of society, to pursue the highest standards in all your endeavours, with excellence always your aim, and to support forever and enhance the reputation of your university through engagement as proud alumni. Graduates, do you accept the challenge? Come on. Thank you. You may now be seated, and you did okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that now concludes the formal part of the ceremony. Shortly, the official party, valedictorian, academics and the graduates will process out of the theatre. I ask that you remain seated while the procession leaves the theatre and only exit once the last graduate has left the theatre. You're all invited to join the graduates and myself in Don's Tavern for post-ceremony refreshments. You will need to show your ticket to gain admission and be seated once you're inside. Graduates, please stand to join the academic procession.